team owners panic over fan boycott. We're losing money. We had a feeling it would only take a week or so to apply pressure from millions of angry football fans to get the NFL and team owners talking about lost revenue. So far, ratings are plummeting, ticket sales are dropping, and small businesses across the United States are taking a stand and turning off the games. But now it's getting even more serious. Major team owners like Jerry Jones and Robert Kraft want players to stop the take-a-knee crap because they're starting to feel the sting of lost revenue from boycotting fans. Read below. During the 2016 NFL season, you could count on two hands, or maybe even one, the amount of players that were kneeling during the national anthem. This season, on the other hand, has seen hundreds of players with various demonstrations during the anthem, and the blowback from it has been quite significant. Many teams around the league released statements regarding the controversial comments from President Donald Trump, basically denouncing what he said about players kneeling. In reality, though, the owners want the players to stop kneeling as well, because if they are not already losing money as a result of the protests, they will be soon. Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones and Washington Redskins owner Dan Snyder are at the forefront of this movement to stop anthem protests, according to ESPN. It certainly was my takeaway that the commissioner was looking for a way for the protest to end, Smith said Friday when asked about his 30-minute conversation with Goodell. Robert Kraft of the New England Patriots and Jerry Jones of the Dallas Cowboys expressed concerns last week that the optics of hundreds of players kneeling, sitting or remaining in the locker room during the playing of the national anthem had alienated many fans at a particularly perilous moment for the NFL. There was a meeting with owners and league executives to discuss what had happened. By then, Trump had tweeted nearly 24 times attacking the NFL and its players. Tempers were hot. One owner barked angrily at Lockhart, who declined to comment about the matter, echoing a sentiment that most of them, especially Jones, shared. Nobody wanted to engage in a political mudfight with the White House, even if they were all pissed at the president, a league source said. Then the topic turned to the subject of angry fan bases and nervous sponsors. The Green Bay Packers and Pittsburgh Steelers, in particular, each had received significant blowback from their fan bases and sponsors. Fans had booed the Patriots and Cardinals for kneeling, and disgusted fans posted on Facebook and YouTube videos of them burning NFL merchandise. Going forward, however, some owners preferred a league-wide directive. Dan Snyder, the Washington Redskins owner and who declined to comment through a spokesman, argued that the protests needed to end because of the danger that the issue posed to the league's bottom line. A $40 million NFL sponsor was considering pulling out, he told his fellow owners. In the meeting, many owners wanted to speak, but the discussion soon was hijacked, in the words of one owner, by Jones, a $1 million contributor to Trump's inaugural committee fund and who declined comment through a spokesman. The Blunt Hall of Famer mentioned that he had spoken by phone, more than once over the past 24 hours, with Trump. Jones said the president, who only a few years ago tried to buy the Buffalo Bills, had no intention of backing down from his criticism of the NFL and its players. We can't just tell them to stop, Goodell said of the players' protests. Many owners immediately argued otherwise. We need to find a way where Trump doesn't win, one said, and that meant using leverage as employers to end the protests. Another said, we'll get our guys in line. It was clear to many in the room that this was a regional issue as much as a political one, with owners' tolerance for kneeling shaped more by their fans in local markets than their own personal politics. Dan Snyder, who had joined his players in arms at FedEx Field on Sunday night, was in an especially divisive market and was particularly dismissive of the kneeling. Once the money starts being affected, you best believe there will be rules instituted that outlaw kneeling in the future.